Now, the picture that I'm showing you, this is the picture of Xpeng. Apparently, they just rolled off car number 1 million, and they celebrated this at the Guangzhou Auto Show, which is something that is very, very good. You will know that Xpeng, together with Nio, they are expected to hit car number 1 million before the end of this year, and it looks like Xpeng achieved that target first, which is a very good thing for them. I mean, one of the things that is leading into Xpeng doing well is, of course, there are more the models like the Mono 3 P7, which, like I said, is a very, very good thing. Now, I have a very own Nio. In terms of getting to that 1 million, I think it will only be achieved, or it will only come in December, because look, as of the end of October, as soon as you notice that Nio had a total cumulative delivery since inception of 913,182. So knowing that Nio is targeting to deliver an average of 50,000 deliveries this quarter, you and me can agree that 100,000 is secured, guaranteed, which when you add 100,000 to this, it means that Nio will be at 1,013,000 units sold since inception, which will be a very good thing for Nio, right? When I saw this milestone being achieved by Xpeng, I just immediately thought of our very own Nio as to how far and when can they get to that 1 million, which unfortunately it won't be now in November like Xpeng, but it will come in December, rest assured, guaranteed, which yeah, it's something that is good. One of the things that has been giving or boosting Xpeng to do very, very well in terms of deliveries is none other than the fact that they are selling, of course, mass market cheap EVs, right? Their cars are not as expensive, or most of their cars are not as expensive as the Nio car, which is why you will see even on the earnings coming on Tuesday before market open of Nio, is that even with Nio selling way lower than Xpeng, when you look into the Q3 deliveries, the Nio will still generate more revenues than that of Xpeng, because the average purchase price of Nio is higher, it's way higher than that of Xpeng. And right now in Q4, it is going to be so high in a way that whatever revenues that Xpeng will generate this quarter, Nio will generate 2 times or will double those revenues, because of the kind of cars they're selling. Like I said, the car brands or models that are helping Xpeng to do very well. It's Mona 3. Mona 3 starts around, or it costs you around $16,000, which you can already see how the price of Mona 3 is lower than even the Onvo L8, L90, Onvo L90, L60, and with Nio main brand we don't want to even say, because take for instance the price of the L90, it is 2 times the price of Mona 3. Take the price, for instance, of the ES8. It is 3 to 4 times more than that of Mona 3, which is why revenue-wise, we can, or we should expect Nio to generate way more revenues than that being generated by Xpeng, which I think you will see what I'm talking about. I mean, in Q3, Nio sold just over 90,000 units, whilst Xpeng on the other hand sold, I think, over 116,000 cars. And this, regardless of that, Nio will still generate more revenues than Xpeng. This is something that you must take cognizant of before you maybe also try to just compare Xpeng to Nio. But I'm not here to talk about that. All I'm here to talk about is that Xpeng rolled off car number 1 million of their production or of their factory, which this is a very, very good thing. I can tell you that this is massive. This is just exciting to see. Of course, I'm happy for Xpeng, but obviously I also look forward to this kind of target milestone to be achieved by Nio in December, which, like I said, it's coming. No way, there's no other way. In December, Nio should hit, of course, this milestone or this target, which is something that we look forward to. I mean, something that gives me the confidence onto Nio, or another recent thing that is really making me to like even Nio more, is that the big financial institutions that had trimmed, sold their Nio stock, it looks like they are flooding, they are coming back in, because I see on screen someone sent me this screenshot showing obviously the institutional ownership coming back and buying the Nio stock. You will notice that in November there things are already changing. The ownership was coming down, but it looks like right now it's picking up again, and who knows where we will see this trend going to in terms of this institutional ownership or buying Nio stock. But I can tell you this is bullish. This is positive for Nio because they see where Nio is headed. They see how far Nio has become, which is a very good thing to us, the retail investors who have been on to Nio for quite some time. Look, it shows us that we've always been right about Nio. We've always been right in a sense that, look, we did not give up on Nio during its 52-week lows, and some of the institutional investors let go of Nio because they never thought maybe Nio was going to achieve the kind of results that probably they are achieving now. But some retail investors, including yourselves and me, we never lost hope. We always knew that Nio will come through for us, and I know they are not yet profitable, but we always knew, man, that Nio will do very, very well. And that, my friends, it's something that I'm very excited of, knowing that I did not give up onto Nio. Instead, I took the low trading price as an opportunity, or as opportunities, to increase my holdings, load the boat, because I know one thing, and that is blue sky is coming. I know one thing, and that is those that are persevering throughout the headwinds of the share price will be rewarded with time. So, my dear friends, tell me what you think about this. I like what I see. Hopefully things go really, really well for Nio. Hopefully things improve for Nio, and the share price ultimately responds to the massive fundamentals that we continue seeing onto Nio. Tell me what you think about this. I like everything. Right now I'm liking everything about Nio. I know we have not reached profitability, but I'm liking everything, and I'm looking forward to the earnings, or Q3 earnings, coming on Tuesday. I'll give you the summary of those, or will give you those earnings as they come. So ensure or make sure that you like, you subscribe, you hit or click that notification bell, so that at least you don't get to miss the good content that I continue giving for all of the new investors, right? I mean, I'm not the only guy giving this kind of content. There are quite a number of YouTube channels that are covering this, which I think provides you with enough information as to what is happening around Nio. Things that sometimes I don't cover because maybe I didn't see them. Someone will cover them, which is always good to get this kind of info from also the other fellow YouTubers. I do watch other channels also about Nio, like Money Mitch and the others. It's good content. Content is there, so there's no excuse of maybe you not knowing what Nio it's all about. But anyways, I want to end this video here. Like, share, subscribe. That's all from me, and God bless you all.